Why is it so crucial to have a fantastic attitude on your way to success? Success is way more mindset than people actually give it credit for. In order for you to achieve success and to achieve what I call the exponential growth curve and to get an abundance in every single category of life, in order for you to get that, you need to do the correct thing consistently over a long period of time. I'll repeat that because it's so crucial. So few people understand this concept of doing something, the thing, consistently over a long period of time. And that's what's going to create success. Now, there's one thing that stands in the way of you doing something consistently for a long period of time to get that exponential growth curve. And you know what it is? It is your emotions, your feelings. Circumstance happens. And as a result, your emotions begin to waver. Something happens in your family, or you go on vacation. That's a good one. Or whatever else happens, you're going to not feel like doing the correct thing sometimes. As a result, you'll eventually stop being consistent. This is what destroys your exponential growth curve. If you know exactly what you're supposed to do and you don't do it, you've ruined the momentum, you've ruined the consistency, you ruined the exponential growth curve, and you end up never getting success, getting to this point where you want to get to. That would have all been solved if you had a fantastic attitude. Because if you have a fantastic attitude and you've learned how to develop that habit, because it is a habit, then you would be having an attitude, a positive attitude, a grateful attitude, an excited attitude about that specific thing that you know you're supposed to be doing consistently for a long period of time to get your exponential growth curve. It's the attitude that's the difference maker. But because you have a lousy attitude, sometimes, or maybe all of the time, who knows, that's going to cause you to not do the thing. And if you don't do the thing, you don't get the results you want. So attitude is not something that you start with eventually, that you will have a great attitude once you get the results, or you have a great attitude once you make a lot of money. This is a precursor for you actually getting everything that you want. You literally have to learn to have a fantastic attitude in advance of you getting everything that you want. Now test yourself. What is your attitude on a daily basis? Is it a 9? Is it a 10? Is it an 8? Or are you down in the dumps at 1, 2, 3, and 4? You have to understand that. And how often does it fluctuate and go up and down? It cannot go up and down. It needs to be consistent. Consistent attitude equals consistent action. Consistent action equals momentum, which equals exponential growth curve. Having a fantastic attitude. But how do you do it, Joseph? I suck at it. I'm always depressed. I always have a hard time. And there's always something that comes at me and throws me off. I know. It does that to 95% of the people. And that's why 5% of people actually have the results that they want. And some people inherit it, which is freaking annoying. And other people actually get it because they have connections with government. Freaking annoying, right? But everyone else who actually built up success as a team, built towards getting to where they want to be, they have fantastic attitudes and they have fantastic people skills, and they've learned how to communicate the right way. But more importantly than everything else, they've learned to be consistent with something for a long period of time, to continuously have momentum in their life, so it's on autopilot. That's what I want for you. How do you get your attitude up? The only thing that you can do is mentoring and community. It's your environment. Your environment is what dictates your attitude. Because if you have a lousy perspective about something, what changes your perspective? Is it watching YouTube all day? No, because if you watch YouTube all day, it helps, okay? But it's slow because you don't have a personal connection with those people that you're watching. You might have a personal connection, but they don't have a personal connection with you. Meaning they're probably going to give suggestions that are irrelevant to you. Or maybe they're going to talk about other stuff than attitude. Like if you learn to focus on attitude alone and you watched 10 videos about that every single day, your attitude would definitely improve, but your wealth wouldn't, because you'd only focus on that thing, and you actually need to have a fantastic attitude when things are difficult. It's not difficult to watch a YouTube video. It's not difficult to watch 10, okay? But starting a business and doing 80-hour work week, maybe with 3 jobs, that's difficult. Keeping a fantastic attitude at all times when you do that, that's incredibly intense. And this is what we teach in Men of High Value. So with mentoring and community, it changes everything, because now you're learning by osmosis how to have a positive attitude and look at other people's perspective about your challenge and issue. If you have a mentor, let's say you come to me and you have a problem and we do a one-on-one session. Do you think I'm going to be like, oh no, that happened to you? Oh, that's horrible. And it's not like I'm going to be like, oh, come on, man, don't be a little... Do you get what I'm saying? I'm not going to do that either. I'm going to listen to you, understand you, and relate to you, and explain that I've seen this happen to people all of the time. And the most important thing for you at that point is just to feel heard, to feel that someone cares, to feel that, you know, I'm accepted and loved despite me having issues and being stressed and overwhelmed and not being successful and not doing what I'm supposed to do. Who is willing to listen to your crap on a continual basis without you paying for it? Not many. And the people that do, the people that are willing to listen to your crap and your negative attitude, are people who already have a negative attitude and who suck, right? A mentor in a community, they're going to have a fantastic attitude because you're paying to be there. They don't want to spend time with you if you're negative. And in the beginning, you will always be negative. This is why I say that everyone needs a coach. Not only everyone needs a coach or a mentor, but everyone needs to pay for a coach and a mentor. I'm biased, of course. Yes, this is my business model. This is how Men of High Value makes money. But over time, you got to understand what happens to your psyche when you stick with something consistently for a long period of time. You change. You develop a fantastic attitude over time. What is that worth? It's worth millions of dollars if you learn how to make that into a habit and continue to have that for the rest of your life. And that's what I want to teach you guys with this channel. Understand what it means to have a fantastic attitude and to put that into high gear so that you end up having a fantastic life. You cannot have a fantastic life without a fantastic attitude. And I'm going to drive that home continuously with this channel. Make sure you subscribe and like, and I'll see you guys in the next one.